everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I've got an updated tan routine. So I filmed one of these around about 8 months ago and I just thought that I would do an updated version for you all. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. If you are new here, then don't forget to subscribe and let's just get started. So I'm just going to go through step by step of everything that I do on a tan. So step 1 is always the most important, so we need to exfoliate. And I can't even stress this enough, like how important it actually is to exfoliate. Otherwise your tan, it's just going to look patchy, it's not going to look nice. And we don't want that after all the effort that you put into, like, you know, all the prep and actually tanning and washing it off. So what I use is just some exfoliating mitts. These are just from Primark, or you can get them from Superdrug or Boots. They're like pretty much all the same. So along with that, I then use some like exfoliating shower gel. Put them on both the mitts and then I just do like circular motions all around. And for me, I always make sure I do my arms and my legs and like my neck and chest area because they're like the most important thing. So yeah, I always make sure I do those really well. And also, if you've got previous tan on from before, it's always best to just make sure you get it all off, because the times when I've just been like, oh, I can't be bothered to like get the rest of my tan off. And then, you know, I've come and put my new tan on, like, oh, this is going to look so good. And then when you've washed it off, you've got like light patches and dark patches and it just doesn't look nice. Yeah guys, so just make sure that you start fresh and it'll be coming out looking really nice. So then step 2 is when we're actually going to tan. So make sure that you don't put no deodorant on, no roll on, whatever you use, because otherwise your armpits are going to go green. And we don't want green armpits because that look, it isn't nice. So I have changed the tans that I've used. So the 2 tans that I use, and they're like my favourite tans ever, they are the St. Maurice in dark and then the Bondi Sands, and that one is in ultra dark. These are like the best tans ever. I absolutely love them. Currently I've got on the St. Maurice tan, and if, like, as you can see, it's all even, it looks really good. And yeah, I'm really like impressed with it, because I kept seeing loads of people always going on about it and I was like, oh, because it's like it's a bit cheaper, it might not be that good. But when I used it, literally, it's like my go-to. I think this is probably like my 3rd or 4th bottle that I've bought. So I really like that one. And then this one, obviously, I think nearly everyone loves Bondi Sands. It's a really good tan. So yeah, those are the 2 that I currently use. So to tan, I'll just use a tanning mitt. Nothing special. I mean, they're pretty much all the same. I'm never like too fussed with what tanning mitt I use, to be honest. So I use that. It is a one-sided one because you can get 2-sided ones, which do come really handy. So when I start tanning, you always have to shake the bottle to make sure you make it into foam. And then I just put about 3 pumps on, deciding what body part you do. So I just start from the feet, then I do the legs, stomach, arms, chest, and then we go on to the back, which is obviously always the worst part, because if you haven't got anyone to tan your back for you, then, you know, it pretty much becomes awkward. And I do like the top, and then the middle, it's just like proper, like, you know, it's all pale, and I'm just there like, well, no one can see my back, so it doesn't really matter. But I went into Home Bargains and found this cool little gadget. So it's kind of like a mini paintbrush, but for like tanning. So what I do with this is I just put about 3 pumps on, and then I will just like work it around, make sure you're really rubbing it in. Even though it's a really good, you know, a little cool invention, it is a little bit hard to like make the tan rub in properly, because it's not the same material as your tanning mitt. So it does need a bit more blending than usual, but other than that, it is a really good way to like do your back if like you've got no one else to do it for you, and it saves like just like missing it out completely. So yeah, I'll see if I can find one below, and pretty much about anything actually, I'll see if I can find it below and I will link it down. Even if it's not the same, I'll find something similar. Now I feel like everyone needs one of these because they actually look really cool. So yeah, I will see if I can find one below. So then once you've tanned, I usually just end up steepling it, and I love the fact that it's winter because I can actually sleep in long pyjamas, and then I'm able you know, to like not wreck my tan or anything. So yeah, it's always best to sleep in long pyjamas. Otherwise, you know, if you've got short sleeves on, you know, you never know what can happen. You know, you might get some water on them, you know. You just never know. So yeah, always wear long sleeves, especially like now it's winter. So yeah, it's always best to do that. Then when it comes to just washing it off, I'll just wash it off in the morning, and I'll just use like a little scrunchie, but just make sure like obviously you're not rubbing too hard because you don't want the tan to come off. And then I'll pretty much just like shower until, you know, it runs clean, and then that's when you know that all your tans come off. And yeah, that's what I do for that. So once I've tanned and then I've got a shower and I've dried off, I then just use some Nivea cream, and this one is the dry to very dry skin, because when I tan, my skin gets really dry and I get a lot of like eczema in that, and it does flare up. So yeah, I do use some like Nivea cream, and also it just helps like maintain your tan, and I find that it makes your tan last a lot longer as well. So I always use this. That is pretty much everything of the whole tan routine. Yeah guys, as I said, I will link everything down below in the description, just so that you can find it if you want to, you know, purchase anything that I've used that I've showed you in the video. And also guys, please comment down below if there's anything that you'd like me to try out. So, you know, if there's like tan wipes that you want me to try, or a different tan that I've never used before, or that you want me to show you like what the outcome is. Because honestly, I would use like, I'll use any tan to be honest, and if there's a product that you want me to try, then I'm happy to try them for you all. And yeah, that is everything. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to thumbs up the video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!